Hey, it's Dr. Keith Kelly here from Online Business Logic, and we've been talking these days about starting a new business, starting an online business. Now, for many people, this might be quite daunting. And the reason is sometimes they are lacking self-confidence. Some people may have started and tried things in the past and it didn't work out so well, and they might be lacking confidence. So perhaps you are in need of a confidence boost because the system that we use, you can be totally confident in that system because we have members in the system who are literally making tens, hundreds, and some of them have even gone on to make millions of dollars online using the exact same strategies that we use. But it all depends on the confidence you have in yourself, because we'll give you loads of confidence in the actual system that we use, because we have loads and loads of people who have given great testimonials, because it's a little bit like a McDonald's franchise. Where the system really works. So having confidence in the system is not a problem, because that is a proven system and it works. But the question is, do you have confidence in yourself? And the great thing is, there are always people to help you. But sometimes there's a few things that you need to address for yourself, and sometimes you have to watch your language as well. And you may have gone through perhaps a negative experiences, and you feel inadequate, you feel you have a low self-esteem, and you just need that confidence boost. And have you noticed sometimes there's a little inner voice inside, and when you are faced with a challenge, the little voice says, well, you can't do it, or you're not good enough, or it's just not going to work. And there's always this negativity. But what you need to do is actually challenge those inner thoughts, challenge that inner voice inside of you. And whenever you think of a negative thought and there's something negative and it's going to be holding you back, you need to consciously say to yourself, no, I'm not going to be negative, I'm going to be totally positive. And you need to turn it around. You need to have some real positive energy coming out, because it's really only those people who have positive energy coming out of them who can really do really well. Because if you've got any negative energy, depression, things are not going to work for you. So you need to challenge that inner voice. You need to be one of those people where, rather, instead of the glass being half empty, you need to change your mindset, and your mindset has to say, well, the glass is actually half full. You have to take every situation, even if you've had negative situations in the past, but you need to change those situations around and learn from those situations and think, well, how can you improve and be better in the future? Sometimes people, because of being knocked down by life and the things have happened to them in the past, they just have got a negative self-worth, and sometimes you just have to learn to love yourself as well. And there are various techniques in order to help you to love yourself, because it's a basic principle. You need to love yourself in order to love others, because the way that you're going to love others is basically based on how much you actually love yourself. So, it's really important not to be selfish, but it's actually a good thing to love yourself, because that's going to show you exactly how you're going to love others. So there's a couple of things here. If you're not quite sure, if you're feeling down, a bit depressed, and you're not quite sure what you love about yourself, what you need to do is start writing things down. Think, well, what are your good qualities? What have you done in the past that maybe somebody gave you a compliment for, and that you maybe were surprised? You think, well, hang on, they actually noticed that I did this or I did that. So you need to write those things down. Think a little bit in the past. Has anyone given you a good compliment? Write that down. Have you got any achievements? Think in the past, have you got any achievements at all? Did you set out to do something and you actually achieved it? Write that down, because those are things that actually make you. Achievements, compliments, things that you might even not realize about yourself. When you write them down, and whenever you think of something great about yourself, write it down. As I say, that's going to boost your ego. Well, in a positive way. I don't want to boost an ego in a negative way, but if you're feeling great, that's when you can actually touch others' lives and help others as well. And it's so important to have that that positive energy coming into your business. And another thing as well, if you need to get the support from others, that's fine as well, totally fine. Whether you would ask a close friend, or if you can find a mentor or a coach, someone just to guide you, not necessarily to sort things out and try and fix things for you, because that's not the idea. You know, a good friend, a good family member who really loves you, a coach that really wants to help you, what they're going to do is they're going to look at your life objectively. And they're going to just give you guidelines of where you should be going, what you should be doing. Perhaps there's things in your life which you should be dropping and letting go of, because maybe it's not very healthy for you, healthy on a really, a physical level or a spiritual level. And there's a whole lot of, it's a whole developmental process of personal development that you're going to be facing. So what I suggest you do, starting a new business as well, is an amazing idea, because you will have accomplished something as well. The thing is as well, you sometimes to boost self-confidence, you actually need to get out of your comfort zone. So you actually need to accept a challenge and work on that challenge. And once you are doing well in that challenge and accomplishing good results, then that is an amazing boost for the way that you feel and for your confidence. It's just absolutely amazing, because if you carry on doing the same thing all the time, the results that you're going to get is pretty much the results you're getting all the time. So if you want any change in your life, even if you want to change in your personal development, if you want to change in your confidence levels, you need to accept a challenge, and then, as I say, work on that challenge, get people to support you and help you and work on it. And when you actually achieve in that challenge, then that'll help your self-confidence as well, and in turn you can learn and help others as well. So I extend the invitation to you. Click on the link below, oblsystem.com. It's literally a no-brainer. Start with an online business. We have the coaches, we have a selling team, we have all the products. You don't need any experience whatsoever. If you want a real confidence boost, what I suggest you do, pay your $1 today, get into my member site. As I said the other day as well, over $1,000 worth of great information inside there. One of our coaches will talk you through the system. You'll eventually get onto a 21-step program as well. It's going to do wonders for your confidence as well. You as a person are going to develop, and we are going to be there to literally almost hold your hand, walk you through the process, and along the way, as a bit of a byproduct, you're going to make a substantial amount of money. Not that you're going to, but it's quite possible, because at the end of the day, everything that we do in life is dependent on the individual. We can't guarantee anything, but normally, as long as you follow the program that has been proven step by step along the way, as others have done, and others have done really well, then you too can do the same. And one last thought as well that I've got today as well, to boost your self-confidence, and very often to say, well, I can't do it, or it's not going to work for me. I always say, well, hang on, what about the other person who's got an amazing testimonial? If it worked for them, why on earth can it not work for me? And that's what you have to say to yourself as well. If it worked for them, it worked for somebody else, and they just got into the system and followed the steps, and it worked for them, and they did so well, why on earth can it not work for me? So I challenge you to ask that question yourself. And then what you have to do in order to prove that it can work for you, get into my members area, click on oblsystem.com, pay your $1, get registered, and I can't wait to meet you in the members area. This is Dr. Keith Kelly. Great chatting to you today. Thank you.